Hey everyone, welcome back to my UIM Raxlius. Last time I grinded out Slayer and Range, got them both up to 77, oddly enough. I didn't even realize that until right now. But today my plan is to work on smithing. If I'm feeling up to it and I don't get burnt out, 88's the goal. Because that's Lumberage Draenor Elite Diary completed. Ignoring DS2 and Night at the Theater, but they'll be soon, I promise. But first and foremost, I need to get rid of all these ensouled heads and see if I can complete this hard clue scroll. So I will be right back. I used those ensouled heads, went and did the single clue scroll step I could, and immediately they're like, wilderness. So, that's a drop. So my current plan is to sit at Volcano until I hit 100 KC. Then I'm going to check what my inventory looks like at the time, and then I'm going to try to smith it up. And the first KC being number 30 overall. Really? Uncut Dragonstones? That's what I wanted all last time. Number 35. Oh, somebody got his Volcano shard on that one. And I did a lot of damage that time on number 40. And another Dragonstone. And here is KC number 45. And I get just silver ore. What are the chances of that? 118 and 118.
Combat task completed.
Well, that's a combat task. And here's number 50. And this time I did a whole lot of damage. KC 50. Number 60. Number 64, the Nintendo
Combat
number.
task completed.
And a combat task, Perfect Volcano. And here's number 65. Soul Runes. Which that means it's a good time to leave and check my combat diary. Apparently that Perfect Volcano run was to go 5 rounds in a row without taking any damage from the special attacks. And that was also the last combat task for Volcano. Feels like it's been a bit since I've gotten any good drops, but here's KC 70. KC 75, some Dragonstones. Number 80. Number 85. There's 90. 95. And here is KC 100, meaning I'm done with 100 KC at Volcano. Time to go use up all these supplies. So I'm going to high elk this rune pickaxe, and that'll actually end up giving me 87 magic. Which means I can now enchant Onyx Jewelry, which I kind of already did because I needed a boost for it. But I wanted to talk about my XP. I did some calculations. Now, who says that these are right? I calculated smelting all the silver ore, smelting the myth ore into bars, then making those into plate bodies, smelting the addy ore, and using the addy ore for just whatever I can. And doing that all will give me 128,701.1 smithing XP if I did that correctly. Now, who says I'm not going to screw up the goldsmith gauntlets, or if my calculations were wrong? So I'm going to reset my smithing XP here. And now, obviously, time to suicide so I can get as empty of an inventory as possible. As I hop to this blast furnace world, I'm running out of silver ore. Let's see how close my calculations were to being correct. They were spot on. So next I'm going to work on the gold that I have stocked up, and that should be 34k more. Just ran out of gold. On to the myth and or Addy. Not sure what I'm going to do first, to be honest. I just hit 100k smithing XP so far. Also, I'm up past 7 mil, so I'm making money doing this. I just ran out of Addy ore. I'm currently right around 120,000 smithing XP. I'm really close to my first level, and I'm debating about grabbing the Addy bars out of Hispori. Any second here, I'll be getting the first smithing level of the episode, 77 smithing. And that is Addy full helms. I'm going to start making those instead of the Addy longs. So I just ran out of nature runes. I've had nature runes since I did the Guardians of the Rift grind. And I just looked it up to see when the episode was uploaded. It was uploaded on June 4th of 2022. That's exactly 8 months to the day from when I'm recording this, which is February 4th. So those nature runes lasted me 8 months. Maybe I need to go back for another 8 months worth. First and foremost, nice drip Kovac. But here I am at Giant's Foundry. I'm going to make a few swords before I record myself doing it, but I'm excited to try this out because it's smithing, but fun. I'm going to watch some guides, see how it works, and then we'll see how it goes. And that's the first sword completed. This doesn't seem too bad. And that is 10 swords made. I think it's about time to start buying some molds so I get more points. I found a guide on the wiki suggesting an order in which to buy the molds, and I'm just going to follow it based on what level I'm at, what I should buy. I'll link to the wiki page in the description. It has 2 lists, one for 79 plus and one for 71 to 78, which is where I'm currently at, so I'm going to follow that one. Exiting this dialogue here will be giving me 78 smithing, and that's the Addy Square Shield. Handing in this sword here will be giving me another level. 79 smithing. That's Addy Warhammers and some Shazian stuff. Handing in this sword here gives me my 49th sword completed, and also a high score, shockingly enough. But more importantly, 80 smithing. I'm going to make Addy battle axes and god sword blades. And where are we? Buying this because I need level 80. I just ran out of mithril bars. I'm currently sitting around 800k XP. I've made 64 swords so far, and honestly, I'm loving it. I'm going to go use up the rest of my bars I have, and then do the plate body method until I hit my goal and get the smithing set. So I was looking at the method to do Giant's Foundry using armor, and apparently using 3 myth plate bodies, 3 Addy plate bodies, 1 myth leg, and 1 Addy leg will do a 14-14 sword. I have to hop worlds every once in a while to buy the armor, but it apparently at max efficiency can get close to 250k per hour. I doubt I'll be anywhere near that because I was hovering around 150 beforehand, but we'll see how it goes. Handing in my first Myth Addy sword gives me 81 smithing. That's Addy chains and obviously more Shazian stuff. Handing in my 78th sword here gives me 82 smithing. That's Addy kites, the Blade of Saldor, and the Bofa. That's an important level for me. Just handed in my 94th sword gives me 83 smithing. That's Addy claws and more Shazian stuff. So right now I'm handing in my 100th sword with 151 more points. I'm currently a little under halfway from 83 to 84, but I feel it's time to reward myself. And I'm buying the Smith's gloves. So I'm about halfway to what it says you need for the full outfit. And reading the wiki page, it's 20% increase to increase progress on performs in the Giant's Foundry. So it's actually going to help me. So it doesn't help to actually wait on this.
Collection log slot
There's
completed.
a collection log slot. And I'm also going to take my gloves off and combine them. So now I have a storable version of smith gloves. That's 103 swords. No more commissions because I'm out of inventory, but I am going to shop. And both the trousers and the tunic cost the same, so I'm going to go with the tunic.
Collection log slot
And
completed.
that's another 20% chance to progress faster. I just handed in my 110th sword. If I say no to a new commission, I just got 84 smithing, which is 82 handers and the original goal of the episode. But what fun is finishing a goal when you originally planned? I need to finish the smith's outfit. Surprisingly enough, that inventory got me just over 4,000 points. So it's time to buy the pants.
Collection log slot
Now,
completed.
3,500 away from completing the set. I'm just handing in my 129th sword. If I decline the new commission, I get 85 smithing, meaning I can now smelt rune bars, make rune daggers, and attach sigils to blessed spirit shields. Or the infernal pickaxe, apparently. There's a whole bunch of stuff at 85. And that new mace that I'm never going to get because it requires wildy content. But that, I think... No, I did get that once on my main. I was going to say, I don't think I've ever gotten that high of a smithing level. I will look up my main on... I got to 84, yeah. So I've never gotten that level. I got the plus... It must have been the plus 5 boost from up high for the Draenor Lumbridge Diary. It's that time once again. 149 swords, giving me 86 smithing. That's Addy plate legs, Addy plate skirts, and rune axes. It's kind of crazy. On sword 150, I just got enough points to buy the smith boots,
Collection log slot
which
completed.
is the full set. However, I'm not done. I need 300 points for a +4 smithing boost to make the Addy plate body for the Lumbee Elite Diary. Obviously, I did a whole inventory because I'm at 154 blades, but I'm going to shop and buy a single Kovacs
Collection
Grog.
log slot completed.
Collection log slot, and that's a +4 smithing boost. Now I just need 5 Addy bars. And now the reason why I did that entire side quest of smithing. I need to drink the grog, smith at the anvil, an Addy plate body, and that's an elite task in the Lumbridge and Draenor area, leaving only... Where are we at? Pickpocket Moravio in the Dorgish Khan agility course. Easy, it's just a matter of doing it. Steal from the Dorgish Khan. Once again, easy, it's just a matter of doing it. And perform the quest cape remote in the wise old man's house. Meaning DS2 and a Night at the Theater are right around the corner. Figured before I end the episode I'd do this other elite task for Lumbridge. Just gotta pickpocket Moravio. And there's a task. And now I just have to steal from a Dorgish Khan rich chest. And that... Okay. I'm going to be honest. I stole from the one over here thinking they were both rich. That one gave me a mining helmet worth 1.3. This gave me an iron bar from the rich one worth barely anything. But that leaves only one task left for Lumbridge. It's time to work towards the quest cape. And now with all that completed, I think it's time for the stat comparison. And I felt like it would have been a lot bigger than it actually is. So, magic went from 86 to 87, and smithing went up 10 from 76 to 86, meaning the total level went up 11 from 1875 to 1886. So I was just checking. I started this episode at 77 days and 2 hours. I'm currently at 78 days and 9 hours. That means to get 2.34 million smithing XP, as well as getting all of the Volcano KC up to 100, it took 1 day and 7 hours. Obviously, I got 3 major steps done towards the next accomplishment I wanted. That being the Lumberge Draenor Elite Diary, because I can finally drop the drum and staff. However, the last thing in the way is the quest cape. So that means I have to find a team that'll take me through entry mode TOB and complete Dragon Slayer 2. My timer going right now is I want to have this all completed long before Desert Treasure 2 comes out. They just announced the reward blog earlier today. So I'm hoping that I will be done with these by the end of February at the latest. But this is me we're talking about. I'll get distracted. I'll start doing some other random grind instead. But thank you all for hanging out. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.